why the old gods would reject us today. Not because we failed, not because we are unworthy. They would reject us because we are oriented the wrong way.
A discovery of Nordic witchcraft.
The old gods did not read intention, they read direction. They recognized humans the way weather recognizes pressure, the way animals sense imbalance before it shows. Most people today face inward. Your attention bends toward yourself. Your language curves around how you feel. Your decisions are filtered through comfort. The old gods did not understand inward facing humans. In their world, a person was a line of force, a direction moving through land, kin, season, obligation. You were known by what passed through you, not what you processed inside yourself. Today people circulate endlessly within their own skin. To the old gods that looked like stagnation. They aligned with movement, migration, risk, loss that made room. Modern people hoard continuity. We preserve ourselves at all costs. We cushion every fall. We archive every feeling. The old gods did not preserve humans. They replaced them. If you stopped moving when conditions changed, you were outgrown. You want a meaning to explain suffering. They wanted suffering to reshape terrain. Pain was not a message, it was friction. If you tried to interpret it instead of moving with it, you became an abstraction. Abstractions were removed. You ask questions they never asked. Who am I? Why is this happening to me? These are static questions. The old world asked kinetic ones. Where do we go now? What breaks if we stay? Identity was irrelevant. Survival was directional. The gods were not interested in who you are. They watched where you were headed. Most people today are headed nowhere. The gods were not interested in who you are. They watched where you were headed. Most people today are headed nowhere. They circle, they refine, they optimize themselves in place. The old gods had no use for that. You believe safety is a virtue. They saw safety as temporary, never a goal. They aligned with edges, thresholds, places where systems fail and something else is forced to emerge. Most people flee edges. The gods lived there. If you asked them for protection, they would hear refusal to move. Fear was normal, freezing inside it was not. And finally the old gods would reject you because you believe the world owes you continuity, that you should remain recognizable to yourself. They did not preserve continuity. They presided over replacement. Old forms burned so new ones could pass. They were not interested in saving humans. They were interested in keeping the world moving. And movement does not wait for readiness, so no, they would not reject you because you failed. They would reject you because you are built for a different world, a world that cushions, explains, slows everything down. The old gods belong to a world that cut clean. If this unsettles you, good. That reaction is ancient. It is the body recognizing a force it cannot negotiate with. No judgment. Physics, and physics only cares about one thing: what still moves when conditions harden. Until next time, my friends, take good care of yourselves and your craft, and may the gods bless you and all that matters to you.
Though the night is dark and the winds are cold, the ground we walk, oh, it calls for our bones. Through shifting sands, over tidal waves, I'll hold your hand into the